I want to talk about that in-between phase where you're not really sure where you're headed, but you are trying to follow what you feel aligned with. You know, there's this quiet fear that pops up when you don't really know exactly where you're going, where you're doing things, but you don't know where you're going to end up. Like right now with the video, I'm investing time in them. I could be doing other things that I know will bring certain results, but they don't necessarily make me happy or they don't necessarily make me feel aligned with them. But I also can't help but have these thoughts. What if this doesn't lead anywhere? Or what if I'm wasting my time? Or what if I'm doing this, but I'm actually missing what I feel most aligned with and that I was actually meant to do? I know these are some limiting thoughts and I am doing what I feel most aligned with, and I really hope that this will lead somewhere. We just don't know. We can just take like this step forward and the step forward that feels good to us. I mean, you get taught to have a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. You know, you get advised to have a mission statement and a certain trajectory that you're going to walk on towards a certain goal that is somewhere placed at the end of those 5 years. Sometimes I honestly think that it's best to just tune in with yourself, because we all know how much can change in a couple of years and even in 1 year. Maybe we stumble upon something that we are more drawn to. And if you're fully consumed and focused on that 5-year plan, you're actually not making space for those feelings anymore. Just focused on a certain goal. But you know, those feelings are actually very significant. They can be like this curiosity that you have. And if you listen closely, it's really pulling you towards the thing that you're curious about. In a world obsessed with certainty, something that you can never have, it can feel terrifying to take actions based on feeling. Not knowing exactly where you're going doesn't mean you're lost. It can also mean that you're just becoming. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people are just done with the hustle culture and to constantly be on. You notice that a lot of people are on that same trajectory of becoming instead of focusing on one goal and then investing all their time and energy towards that goal. I mean, you can have goals. I have goals. And goals are great. It means that you're reaching towards something. But I feel like that goal shouldn't be set in stone. When I was younger, I would probably set a goal like I want to have X amount of money. But and then what? No, now I'm focused on I want to feel a certain way and I want to live in a certain way. And I want to experience calm and authenticity, and I want to have a community that I feel comfortable with and safe with, and I'm taking actions towards that goal. And I'm taking actions that align me with everything that I want. And I believe when I aim towards those goals that all the rest will come too, that I will just feel comfortable in every aspect of my life. I believe that if I take the next step and I take that step with purpose and with meaning and in alignment with everything that I believe in, it will take me one step closer. It's okay if you don't see like the full picture yet. You don't have to. Purpose doesn't always arrive like in full clarity. Sometimes it does reveal itself through motion. Like for example, let's say you're writing a book and it gets sold to like 20 people or something, but in those 20 people is your next collaborator. And that's how life unfolds. And I think it's just beautiful that way. And I think a life lived like that is just awesome. With every aligned step, you really get closer to your true self and to what you are meant to do. Even though life can sometimes feel like you're walking through a fog and you can only see like the next few steps, if you then take the step, the next few steps will appear. And what will ground you throughout this entire process is your inner compass. Your next step just has to be in alignment with who you are and what feels real and what makes you feel most alive. It's not about like getting to that perfect destination. It's really about becoming the person who will recognize that destination when you arrive. Keep showing up to the things that light you up. Let me know in the comments what is one thing that you're doing right now, or one step that might not make sense yet, but you feel aligned with or you feel drawn to do. I want to thank my patrons for supporting my work, supporting what I do. If you want to join my Patreon, I will leave the link in the description box, as well as my 7-day free sketchbook challenge that you can also participate in. We also have a lovely Discord channel dedicated to that, where you can post your insights and your drawings. And my bookish collection is also still up until the end of the week, so you might check it out if you want to pick something up before it disappears. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!